It's a really busy emergency department, one of the busiest in the country. You get to see all kinds of medical and surgical emergencies. It's a very good team that is well supportive of each other and focused on training. It's a friendly environment to be a part of, to work in, where everybody enjoys each other's company, enjoys coming to work. Southampton is a multicultural city. It's got various communities integrated with each other.
The other great thing about Southampton is it has a couple of really small, incredibly efficient, rather friendly local airports. It's got Southampton itself, which flies to a lot of places in Europe. It's got Bournemouth, which is about 45 minutes down the road. And if you combine that with the fantastic rail links and pretty good road links, then it does make Southampton incredibly easy to get to and from, which is really helpful when you're doing a busy job and you need time away.
You can pop along the coast to Dover and get the Channel Tunnel down to France really easily. I think that takes about an hour and a half.
The great thing about this region is there's lots to do on those rare occasions when you're not actually in the department.
Southampton is a great place to live and work. I was really struck by the vibrancy of the place, and what attracted me to Southampton then, and I think is still valid now, is almost every specialist service that is developed in modern medicine is here on site. And very few hospitals in the UK have that advantage.
Working in Southampton is only part of living in this area. It's a great place to work, but it's also a great place to live. We're on the doorstep of everything you could possibly want about experiencing everything, not just about the UK, but about Europe as a whole. And you get a good chance to do that as part of our shift pattern. There's plenty of time to organise that so you can be off exploring everything there is that this country has to offer.
So I think working as part of a team in the emergency department in Southampton, you're working with a fantastic team of clinicians, both doctors and nurses, who are committed to providing high quality care for all of their patients. And I think it's a fantastic place to learn. I learned a lot of my emergency medicine as a trainee in this department, and I'm now privileged and proud to be one of the consultants working here.
Overall, it's a brilliant opportunity to both learn and to teach. So it's a great environment in which to pursue a career in emergency medicine.
Emergency medicine is a growing specialty and it's really exciting. It's possibly the most exciting medical specialty you can do, and coming to do that in Southampton makes that even more exciting. We've got a group of young, enthusiastic consultants surrounded by seniors who've been teaching us everything we've ever wanted to know, with trainees who are learning all the time in an environment where we see all manner of cases, from major trauma through to major illness. We have great relationships with our colleagues in intensive care and with our colleagues in pre-hospital medicine, so throughout the whole of the patient journey we get to look after the most critically sick and ill and injured patients.
The emergency department team here is really world class and has had a number of very influential and erudite people going through it, and our junior colleagues now are going to be world beaters in the future. So all in all, it's a fantastic package.
The hospital is developing and building its children's hospital.
We think this is a fantastically exciting development, mainly for clinical quality, and it means that everyone who works in the department of any grade will be able to work alongside paediatric emergency trained physicians.
Our care of severely injured patients within the hospital for both adults and children has improved, and we're now seeing trauma survivors and people going back to a meaningful quality of life who years ago may not have done so.
The trauma centre has proved to be a really good clinical success, and our TARN data really backs that up.
And why would you want to do emergency medicine? The reason for that is pretty simple. The rest of the hospital is devoted to the recovery of illness. Emergency departments are where it really happens. The decisions you make here determine the outcome of the patient. So if you want to make a difference to a patient's life in a short period of time, work in emergency medicine, and Southampton is the place to do it.
The consultants and the team here are focused on training.
So at Southampton I've had great opportunities to run major trauma and learn about team working there, and have really expanded my knowledge in emergency medicine.
HeliMed 56 is our local air ambulance service, and over the last couple of years I've been training to become a consultant as part of that service. So for about 2 days a month I go out on the helicopter with a paramedic and the pilot, and we fly to the scene of major trauma and to patients who have major illness and treat them at the roadside or in their own homes before bringing them into the resus room here at Southampton.
I would like this department to be nationally and internationally known as a centre of excellence, not just for its clinical work, which should go without saying, but also for its training.
I've also been given the opportunity to do academic training as well, and have had a part-time to do that, to complete a PhD in emergency medicine, which is really, really good.
So I think it's a brilliant place to learn emergency medicine, and the case mix that we have here, because of the fact that we're a major teaching hospital and a trauma centre, is unparalleled.
So if you want to come and work in a place that gives you the opportunity to develop, grow, to push boundaries, and potentially to grow as an individual and learn skills that you can take back to a different health system to develop services, it's a great place to come.
I think it's an exciting time to come here at any level, but perhaps particularly in this group now.